Alright guys, so today we've got Evo I. Now this particular version also plays a small Dogmatika engine, which is really nice because it allows us to set up either Fleur-de-Lis or Guiding Quem, Specimen back, Fallen Fallback, going to Merge. So in total it gives us access to 2 to 3 more interruptions, which is really nice. Now as of the Evo I ratios, we play of course the 1 copy of Catublepas, 1 copy of Basilius, 2 copies Basilitrice, 3 copies of Cerzio with 1 copy of the Evo I Awakening, 3 copies of Evo I Unleashed, which is the best card for the deck, 2 Selene, 2 Gorgoneo, 3 copies of Dominion, 1 copy of the Evo I Retribution, with 1 copy of each of the extra deck monsters, which are Gorgon and also Zerzio. Some people play 2 of them, but I just don't think it's necessary to do so. So as of the Dogmatikas, I play 3 copies of the Ecclesia, 1 copy of Fleur-de-Lis, 1 copy of Maximus, 3 copies of Nadir Servant, and 1 copy of the Guiding Quem. And Guiding Quem allows us to set up in a graveyard Fallen of Albes, which lets us go also into the Mirror Jade, so that gives us 2 more interruptions of course. The Blazing Cartesia is here because sometimes it could be useful as well. But yeah, that's pretty much all for the Dogmatikas. As of the hand traps, the only problem I've got with this deck is that there isn't enough space to play a lot of hand traps, so I only play Max C. And as of the staples, I play 1 Talon, 2 copies of Trust, 2 copies of Cold Buy with 1 copy of D-Barrier. D-Barrier is primarily here because I want to have a decent target to set to the field with the Trust going first, because otherwise I won't have anything good to set on the field. Also, I play 1 copy of Duster, which I forgot to mention, and it's really important to actually play Trust in the deck because you get access to more copies of the Evo I Unleashed. The rest of the extra deck is the Evo I portion. We play 1 copy of Darius with 1 copy of Mechanics to set up going first. Also, I play an engine to get us access to 2 interruptions loose. And as of the League monsters, I play 1 IP, 1 Unicorn, and 1 Access Code. Pretty standard stuff. And that is pretty much for the deck, guys. Now I'm gonna leave you with the gameplay. Okay, so before we head into the live games, I want to show you guys some of the combos with this deck. So we're gonna be normal summoning now Cerzio, activate the effect, which allows us to search out a copy of the best card in this deck, Evo I Unleashed. And then we're gonna be, of course, activating it to use the effect, send to the graveyard the Basilitrice, also send to the graveyard the Gorgoneo. These are the best targets to actually send to the graveyard for the deck. And we're gonna be searching out a copy of the Selene. Then we're gonna use the effect of the Gorgoneo, pitch our Selene that we just added, because that's gonna be a nice discard fodder, and search out a copy of an Evo I Spirit Trap. Now in that case, we could go for Domain, but we already have it, so we're gonna go for the Solemn Judgment of the deck, the Evo I Retribution. Then let's activate the Domain and search out a copy of the Basilius, which will allow us to set up a bunch of more plays. So we're gonna now space summon it to the field, activate the effect, send to the graveyard the Evo I Unleashed from our deck again, which allows us to then use the effect of the Evo I Unleashed during our opponent's turn. And when we link summon using the effect of the Basilitrice right here, this is gonna be the secondary effect, of course. This card has the ability to link summon during our opponent's turn. We can then use the effect of the Unleashed and equip a bunch of materials onto our Evo I Link monster, thus letting us get access to activate its effects. Now let me just go over and activate the effect of the Selene. Just set it onto the field by banishing 1 copy of the Evo I Unleashed, which allows us to then use the effect and equip it to the Cerzio, which enables us that popping effect. And then we're gonna go for the Stone King Mechanics. These are just pretty much standard plays for Evo Eyes. We don't need to do anything special here. These are all the regular plays. But on top of that, we're gonna be using now the Dogmatika plays. Let's set the Retribution as well. Now from here, let's activate the Nadir Servant, and we're gonna be sending to the graveyard something that we don't actually need in the graveyard. We're gonna go for whatever, just Downward Magician, it's fine. Search out the Maximus, which is really important. Then we're gonna go space summon the Maximus by banishing the Downward Magician that we just sent. Boom. Activate the effect and send to the graveyard a copy of the Despian Lulu. Also go for the Titanic Lad, and we don't need to do anything else now. Of course, we could go for Dogmatika Ecclesia, but we don't actually need to do that because we need to keep 2 of our zones free. So now in the end phase, activate the effect of the Ash. Activate the effect of the Titanic Lad, pardon me, and we can then special summon to the field, but we're actually gonna send to our hand the Dogmatika Fleur-de-Lis, which is gonna be an additional interruption. Then activate the effect of Lulu, allowing us to special summon from our deck a copy of the Guiding Quem. Now one thing you could do as well, you could special summon Guiding Quem and then special summon also the Blazing Cartesia and you know, be able to fusion summon into Grangono, but I prefer to go for Fleur-de-Lis, just have an additional monster negate. And now during our opponent's turn, here's what we've got. So we've got 1 monster effect negation off of Fleur-de-Lis, 1 Spirit Trap card negation off of Retribution, 1 popping effect for special summon monsters off of Cerzio, also the Mechanics effect attaching 2 things onto it. Also we have the ability to use Guardian Quem, bring back the Fallen Fallback, use it, fusion off 2 monsters going to Mirror Jade, which leads to 2 more interruptions, Mirror Jade being the second one. And we can also use the effect of the Basilitrice after using the Mechanics, space summon it back to the field, use the Quick Play effect to link summon into either Zerzio or Gorgon, use the effect of the Unleashed from the graveyard, banish it, equip back the Selene onto our Link monster, which enables the effect of them available. So in total, this leads to, I think, 8 interruptions, which is just ridiculously good, dude. 8 interruptions is really good. Obviously, sometimes you're not gonna be able to set up all 8 of them, but you know, this is ridiculously good. Now that I think about it, this deck is actually better than I expected. Wow. That was it for the combos. Now let's get into the live games. Alright, that's a nice hand. Let's start off by normal summoning my Zerzio. Cerzio actually activate the effect to search out an Evo I card, and let's see what he does. Maybe he's gonna interrupt me or something. Oh, chaining Chandragir. Sure, fine. He's gonna set to the field the Big Welcome Labyrintho. Sure. Pitching also the Stormy Torby. Yep, setting to the field the Welcome Labyrinth. And now the effect of my Cerzio resolves. So now I'm going to search out a copy of the best card in this deck, Evil Eye Unleashed. So we're gonna now activate the effect of the Evil Eye Unleashed. Alright, we're gonna send to the graveyard the Catoblepas. And also we're gonna be sending to the graveyard the Gorgoneo because we're gonna use both of them. And now he has something activatable as a response again. Cool clock, so he's gonna space someone with Welcome Labyrinth something. Dude, I don't think that really matters that much. Let's add Celine to our hand. Now we're gonna be able to use, actually, you know what? Let's just activate Talent right here. I wanna see what he has. Maybe he has something. I wanna see what his hand is right now. Maybe he has a hand trap or whatever. Just one imperm. Yeah, sure, whatever, dude. We're just gonna get rid of it. I should have gotten rid of the Najir Servant. I didn't even pay attention to see it. Oh my, that was a little bit sus that I did right here. But yeah, sure. Let's just pitch the Basilitrice. We're gonna be adding for exchange a copy of the Evil Eye Domain by using the Gorgoneo. Now we're gonna be activating the Evil Eye Domain, searching out a copy of another Evil Eye monster here, and we're gonna be going for the Basilius, which is the best current option. Now we're gonna be special summoning the Basilius to the field, and also before we do anything else, let me just activate the effect of my Celine on the Cerzio, because I want to gain a little bit of attack points if I can here. So let's activate the effect of the Basilius, send to the graveyard one Evil Eye Spirit Chop. We're gonna go for the Unleashed, because that gives us access to then link summon, and then you know, with the effect of Unleashed, equip a bunch of things on our link monster. Now let's activate the effect of the Basilitrice, special summon to the field, boom. Also the Catoblepas, I think it's only you know, not quick play. Yeah, it's not a quick play effect. So let's activate Catoblepas as well, might as well just use it too. And now we're gonna be using two of our monsters to go into the DDD Stone King Darius. We're gonna be using the Basilitrice and also the Basilius, I think the name. Actually, no, Catoblepas. Basilitrice and Catoblepas. Then we're gonna summon the Machinics on top of that. We're gonna keep the Basilius on the field just because we don't really need to use it, you know. So let's activate Dogmatika Ecclesia right now. We're gonna be space summoning to the field on top of everything else. Not gonna go into any extra deck monster because Cerzio is a cool popping effect. We're gonna search out a copy of the Fleur-de-Lis, I think so. Yeah, sure, we're gonna go for Fleur-de-Lis, just as an additional interruption. We don't have the ability to space summon Maximus, unfortunately, now, because we just didn't set up our graveyard that well, but we're gonna just pass turn like this. You know, it could have been better if we just set up the Maximus as well or something, but yeah. Activating the Najir Servant. Alright, we're not gonna chain anything to that, of course. Yeah, I definitely should have gotten rid of the Najir Servant. I don't know why I clicked on the Imperm, that was so stupid of me. Sending to the graveyard the Elder Entity Entes, searching out a copy of the Dogmatika Ecclesia. Alright, that's a little bit unfortunate, but it's actually not that big of a deal. Also changing Welcome Labyrinth's effect, and that is okay with me. Summoning the Ariana to the field. Alright, sure. So now he's gonna activate the effect, and I am probably gonna have to change the effect of Basilitrice. Just summon it on the field and have it available. Not gonna do anything more than that right now. Boom. This gives us access to quick play link summon, by the way. That's why I do it now. Searching out a copy of the Lady Labyrinth. Special summoning to the field. Now I can change the effect of my Cerzio. Just immediately pop it. Boom. Also afterwards, I'm gonna change the effect of the Basilitrice to link summon immediately. So that's gonna be really good. Let's do that. And we're gonna go for a link 3, I think is gonna be the better option. So this one had a cool effect negation of monsters, but I don't really care about that. So we're gonna use the Celine, also gonna use the Basilitrice, also gonna use the Basilius. We're gonna keep the, you know, Cerzio on the field, and we're gonna be summoning the Cerzio right here. Zerzio, actually, with a Z. We're gonna activate effectively Evil Eye Unleashed, which allows us to equip the Celine from our graveyard to the Zerzio, enabling its effect, which is really nice. That's why we keep the Unleashed in the graveyard. And this card can actually pop any card on the field, not just a special summon monster, by the way. This is a generic popping effect, which is really cool. Activating the Ecclesia now, special summon it to the field. When he activates the effect, I'm just gonna go with the, you know, Dogmatika Fleur-de-Lis, negate it. Yep, activating the effect. Now I'm gonna change the effect of my Fleur-de-Lis, special summon to the field, which will negate it, and I'm gonna keep my Zerzio on negate if he sets a back row as his last card. That is why I'm gonna be you know, not using it yet on a monster or something like that. Let's negate the effect of the Dogmatika Ecclesia. Beautiful. We didn't even play it that well. Honestly, I didn't even have that many things going on. I could have set up more interruptions than just that. I didn't even use the Maximus, and I still beat him, which is really, really good. This deck is really strong, actually. Wow. Okay, this is a crazy hand. Let's start off with the domain. Activated, search out a copy of our Cerzio, and he might not have any interruptions. That's so amazing. Let's normal summon Cerzio, activate the effect. We're gonna search out a copy of the Unleashed here, which is really, really good. We're gonna be adding it and now using the effect of it. This is the best card for the deck. And let's activate the effect of the Evil Unleashed now. Send to the graveyard a copy of the let's see, Catoblepa seems like the best target. Yep. Also gonna set a copy of the Gorgoneo because, you know, we're gonna be using it a little bit. bit later. Also, we're gonna search out a copy of that beautiful Celine to our hand, and now we're gonna go and activate the effect of the Gorgoneo from the graveyard. Discard the Celine basically, that allows us to then you know, search out a spell card or trap card and add it to the hand, and we're gonna go for a copy of the Evil Eye Awakening here, which is gonna give us one extra body to work with. Then we're gonna be activating the effect of our Catublepa, space summon into the field, and we're also gonna be using the effect of the Celine on top of that. Boom. And we're gonna be setting it to the field by banishing the Evil Eye Unleashed. Yeah, we're gonna be just setting up a whole bunch of plays, dude. We're gonna activate Celine now, equip it to the Sergio, which is gonna be one of our beautiful interruptions. So from here, I'm gonna be using the effect of the Basilitrice, special summon it to the field. Boom. Which gets us access to the Machinex place, which is exactly what I want to do, of course. We also have the Hard Drone, you know, Retribution, which is even insanier. Yeah, we're gonna activate Gorgoneo, equip it to the Sergio as well, just to have a little bit more attack on it. And now we are not gonna use the Awakening actually, because it just doesn't matter that much. Actually, no, you know what? We're gonna use it. Yeah, I'm gonna space summon the Basilius from my deck. That will allow me to set up the Evil Eye Unleashed. I'm gonna be able to use the effect now, send to the graveyard the Evil Eye Unleashed, which allows me to just link summon during my opponent's turn and equip these cards to the link monster. So now we're gonna go with the Nadir Servant, which is gonna be our last play. We're gonna send to the graveyard. I guess we gotta send something that we're not gonna be using. Yeah, let's just go for something that we don't need at all. Let's just go for downward, I guess. And we are gonna be gaming here. We're gonna be now space summoning the Ecclesia, and that will give me the ability to activate the effect, search out the Maximus. Oh no, actually I don't have enough space in the monster zones. That's terrible. Well, you know what? I'm gonna fix that. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do a little bit of a stupid play, but I don't care. I just want to fix that problem. So we're gonna go with these two, and let me just go ahead and pop one of my own guys, because I just didn't calculate everything in terms of zone. Alright, send it to the graveyard, Herald of the Arclight, and also the Goddess. Now let me activate the effect of Ventus, and I'm gonna pop my own, I guess, Maximus, because I really don't need it anymore. And yeah, sure, that's kind of nice. Also, 7600 attack Sergio. Dude, this is insane. Let's activate Titanic Clad, and we are gonna be space summoning to the field the Guiding Quem in defense mode. Boom. Which will allow us to then use the effect, send to the graveyard the Fallen of Albas, and we don't have discard folder for it, unfortunately, which I should have thought about actually. I am at 2000 life points. Oh my god. 8600 attack Sergio. Activating the effect of the Planet Rate. Yeah, you know what? No thank you, dude. No thank you, I'm not gonna allow you to do so. Also, I have no way of actually drawing one card, so my Guiding Quem is actually not available as an effect. Celine's effect activates. Am I gonna lose the game to my own Evil Eye? This is getting dangerous. Yeah, by the way, I should have kept one card in my hand for the effect of the Guiding Quem. Let's activate the effect of the Sergio, just immediately pop the Unicorn. Yeah, also one thing I could have done is I could have just went for, you know, Ecclesia, search out something else. Oh my god, this Celine is gonna kill me, dude. I am at 1000, 10,000 attack. Oh my god, this is gonna be insane. Normal summon Poplar as well, activate the effect to add one Snake Eyes card. Well, let me just attach it to the Machinex, I guess. This is gonna be really nice. Without Poplar, without normal summon, without the Unicorn, he doesn't really have that much going on. Let's just send to the graveyard the Basilitrice, and I currently do not have enough space to use the effect of the Basilitrice actually. Bro, I just had too good of a hand, what can I say? Searching out a copy of the Divine Tempo, activate the Divine Tempo, placing to the field the Flame Buried Dragon. Yeah, he just cooked. Yeah, okay, that was really beautiful. I didn't use everything that I had because I didn't have enough cards in my hand to use the Guiding Quem. I also didn't have the ability to activate Basilitrice because my field was too stuffed. Oh my god, this deck is even better than I expected. Wow.